You know, elections are won with words and thoughts, and some candidates and their committees and their consultants are often innovative, and sometimes it's someone who sees a vision someone else doesn't. And clearly we have a lot of work to do, because as Holly just stated, we are already looking out not only to ask those who ran before to consider running for a second time or beyond, but certainly to be with us if you've never been a candidate, whether to go to Holly or any of the other providers and get a basics. As I've been preaching in Medford and some of the other committees that I visit, all of the members should go to campaign school, not because they're going to be a candidate, but because maybe they'll be an asset for one candidate that is going to have a committee and needs someone that knows how to think about election rules, know something about mailing, know about providers that make print bumper stickers and lawn signs. It's all of what takes so much time of a candidate. If you're a first-time candidate and you don't have anybody to go to give you the information, you're going to spend 6 months of your election to get the basics. And if you can find someone that you can get to volunteer, and yeah, in some cases you're going to have to pay for some of that information, you can spend more time learning not only your craft as a candidate, but to be able to speak and address to the issues and get more press time. They say that Republicans only really get two press opportunities, one your announcement and the other on your campaign loss. We need to work on the in-between and clearly work to come up with the messages and the skills that will help our candidates win. And one of that efforts is, of course, voter ID. Some of you have already spoken about it. I've either been to your committee or to an event you've been at where I've seized the opportunity, as I did recently at Friday Morning Group. Voter ID. I've spoken to our legislative leaders because they are the people, unfortunately, that have the key on the Republican side, asking them to either file the bills or work for them. I'm asking you, as members of the committee and our friends, regardless of your party affiliation, none of us want to see the day when the elections in this country become in doubt. Because when that day comes, those promised values and opportunities you have as a citizen that we consider our rights will become myths. We need to make sure that our elections are never beyond a doubt, regardless of who wins. Voter ID is a first step. 26 states have already passed the legislation. They have taken into account the ability to provide such an ID to those who can't raise the $4 or $5 involved. And clearly, same-day registration, out of the question. We cannot continue to allow these opportunities to people to vote for more than the one time that they're allowed to. And I was hoping that two of the persons responsible, right over there, thank you very much. Hopefully you might, pardon? Would you like to come up?
For a couple of minutes?
Sure, absolutely. I guess I'm leading it up to it, isn't it? We're going to work as a team. He provided a video. Most of you who have gone to medfordgop.blogspot.com have seen the video because it's related to the voter ID article that we posted in our blog, in which he is one of the esteemed actors. But in any case, it is something we're trying to drive for this year's town elections in the spring, which is only a short time away, and into our city elections in November. Produce your license, tell the press in advance, get notoriety, put the pressure on our legislators. We need the bill passed. Before I introduce you, I just want a couple of thoughts. One of the things that I remember, certainly in Jerry Dombrowski's campaign, a notable remark, which certainly allowed the congressman a moment to think and drop his jaw just slightly, although he doesn't seem to have a problem appearing with Arthur Radbach. When there's so many important issues, he's worrying about funding for public TV and puppets. But he was a little taken back when the question was asked by Jerry, do you really live in Medford? I mean in Malden? Because I have your water bill, and I don't understand, how much showering can you do for $16? But also, Holly got an award, I understand, for one of her campaign people who was nationally recognized for an innovative campaign theme. The Congressional Barf Bag, did I say that right? Yeah. An interesting way for the candidate to bring up against the incumbent the fact that some of his deeds aren't worthy of their time and that really need to. In any case, she's a very thoughtful lady, and she's had some great successes.